Osu. The game you started playing because someone told you it would make you better at aiming in whatever FPS game you're playing. Years later, it's the game you also cannot stop playing because of your inescapable crippling addiction to tapping your keyboard to virtual round objects. Here's the life cycle of an average Osu player. You start off playing some shooter game with your pals in Discord when one of them brings up this new circle game they found that makes you have better aim. You play My Love for like 30 minutes and give up because of your utter lack of ability to understand what the hell is going on. Fast forward 3 months and you see this weird pink circle icon on your desktop and decide to give it another try. You still suck. You decide to search Osu on the internet, and instead of finding out solutions on how to improve, you just end up seeing the big black and cookies Eclipse. You return to your Osu session with your ego crushed because you have just seen the insanity of top players and you are nowhere near as good as them with your total playtime of 94 minutes. You think, it must be because they're playing with a drawing tablet that they're so good. So you order a drawing tablet. Nothing has changed and you still suck. Over the next few weeks, you begin dedicating more and more time every day to Osu. You download a skin of your favorite waifu. You ask for tips on how to improve on the forums just to be met with a flood of messages saying play more. You tell your friends about your newfound obsession, but they do not have the slightest interest even though they were the ones who introduced you to the game in the first place. As more and more time passes by, you become increasingly more obsessed. Every thought is about the circles. You begin to understand the game and the way it functions on a better level. You start chasing S ranks on your favorite songs and are enjoying your time playing the game. You're participating in multiplayer lobbies and gaining new maps and meeting new people. Everything is great. Then you discovered PP farming. The game you loved playing for its great songs and fun maps has been boiled down to, how many times can I retry spam Haramachi Clover to get my first 100 PP play with 83% accuracy? With your newfound playstyle being put into effect, over the next few months, you farm your way up the ranks, making your way out of 6-digit. You are at the height of your Osu addiction, and still desperate for any PP you could possibly soak up. You have made many 200 PP plays at this point, and are beginning to form an ego. It is now your turn to make fun of 6 digits, seeing as you have just reached rank 97,000. This is currently you. With this comes streaming your Osu gameplay to your Discord friends through screen share, even though they still have no interest in it and actively find it annoying. You have seen every Cookie Z replay. You spam 727 at every opportunity you get. You've seen Vaxe and Whitecat play Alter, so you decide you can do it too. You start to toy with mods and eventually start DT farming your way up the ladder. This is a period in which you will begin your descent into self-doubt. You see, for the entirety of your Osu life cycle thus far, your ego has left you feeling like the greatest player to ever touch this game. Once you've farmed every Fiery Rage and Sotark's 5 and 6 star map, you begin to stagnate in the middle ranges of 5-digit. Months and weeks begin to pass by, all with little to no rank gain. You begin to understand this feeling of being washed. Your ego starts to level itself as you begin to slowly realize that you indeed truly suck at Osu. With hundreds of hours poured into the game, you're still nowhere near players at the top, and you begin to truly understand that you're just average. This is when the enlightenment phase occurs. Acknowledging that you're not good at Osu and that you're just a farmer leads you to the decision to become an Osu hipster. In this new phase of your Osu career, you decide to do a complete 180. Not only is farming uncool, you have become a cultured tech map player who plays 7-star tech maps with 87% accuracy and 56 misses. You scoff at the utter thought of anyone playing the game for gaining ranks or PP. You block Sotarks on Twitter. You unsubscribe from Whitecat on YouTube because he's just a farmer. Your anime icon has been changed to something more edgy. You tell everyone that you only play for fun, even though deep down, you know that you would still be farming if you were good enough to gain ranks. For the next year or so, you severely decline in playtime. Although you still play the game, it doesn't give you the same gratification that it used to. Your profile graph goes down every month, and at this point, you've accepted that you've truly become washed up. After several months in your grueling disappointment in your recent decision to stop farming, you decide to give it another go. With your farming habits back in full force, you begin steadily rising the ranks once more, although you lack the bright and cheerful ego that you once had. This is where the Osu life cycle begins to plateau. For the next many years that you continue playing the game, you will go through these phases of becoming an Osu hipster for the time being, where you're not good enough to farm maps, so you just tell yourself that you play tech for fun. Even though deep down, you just wish you could farm some PP and gain ranks. At this point, you've kind of realized that you're about as good as you're ever going to get at the game without putting a severe amount of effort in, but you're just not willing to do that. Slowly, Osu becomes more and more of a game you don't think about. Something that you'll pop onto every week or two and decide to play for a while. At the end of the day, you're just wishing that you could experience Osu again like how you did at first. And every time you get nostalgic for those moments that you once loved, you get on Osu and just find that it's a disappointment. Yes, there are fun times to have on the game, but in general, you just don't have the same magic feeling that it used to have. At the end of the day, you still love Osu, even though you're not here by choice anymore. Even if you wanted to leave, you couldn't. Maybe because of its addictive nature, maybe because Peppy has a literal gun to your head. If you've been playing Osu for multiple years, let me know how accurate this was for you. Obviously, I can't generalize the entire Osu community, but I thought this video kind of had some truth to it. Anyways, thanks for watching. I haven't been uploading in the past few months, which I'm trying to get back on track on, so if you have any ideas for things you'd want to see, let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. See you guys in the next one.